crime prevention program is hugely beneficial to every neighborhood.
Monica Averill makes her home in Trail's community of Sunningdale, which is the only community in Trail where residents have come together to start a Block Watch program.
Well, to my knowledge, there were some crime issues that were happening at the neighborhood when this program was started, and that's why the RCMP got the citizens engaged in starting a Block Watch program. And the problem ended up being we had some petty theft in the neighborhood, which is unusual for Trail and Sunningdale in particular. It ended up resolving itself because the persons of interest moved from the neighborhood, but the process stayed in place for any future crime issues that would come up. So it's really about preventing crime in our neighborhood and developing a sense of community, becoming aware of who our neighbors are and helping each other to stay safe.
The Block Watch program originated in Seattle in 1973, and since that time, it has continued to grow and be utilized by various communities and police forces across North America.
Its aim is to reduce residential break-ins, and the general purpose behind it is for neighbors to get to know neighbors and look out for neighbors, because the police can't do everything. And the community take responsibility in helping protect their own property and stuff.
For a Block Watch program to be successful, it must be a joint effort between the local crime prevention officer and a residents or community association. While the program does create a direct line of communication between the community and the local law enforcement, it is also a program centered on neighbors helping neighbors.
Basically, what we try and do when we notice a problem in the neighborhood is just monitor, keep an eye out. If we notice any suspicious activity, we make a note of it, write down the date and time and any details. If there's something where we think a crime is being committed, then it's up to us to call the RCMP, or if we don't feel comfortable, phoning a block captain to report that information forward.
It's a very good program. It's easily run, easily maintained. It's just a matter of generating the public interest to get them involved. As I mentioned before, the police can't do everything, can't be everywhere, and the police really depend on the community to get involved and report suspicious activities and watch out for your neighbors.
The concept of Block Watch is simply neighborly concern, with the main focus being a safer community. Averill hopes to see the Block Watch trend continue in Trail, where currently 2 more communities are considering implementing the program.
It's getting people to feel like that this is their neighborhood, they belong here, and empowering them to keep it safe. So through the Block Watch program, we have stickers that we can put on our door to identify it as being a Block Watch neighborhood. We have engraver tools that we can use to engrave our belongings so that if theft occurs, that they'll be more easily identifiable. So the focus is on crime prevention, and that's of interest to everybody, and everybody's responsible for their own house, and I'm sure everybody wants to keep that safe, and so it's just taking that feeling and extending it out towards your block and your community. And I think that's something that would interest anybody living in a neighborhood for a long period of time.
It instills a sense of belonging, a sense of safe communities, which is a mandate of the police in this community and pretty well any community. And it can only be accomplished with the participation of everybody in the community in whole.
For more information on Block Watch, or if you are interested in starting the program up in your own community, contact your local law enforcement detachment. Christina Krichkowski, Shaw TV, Trail.